how I tried to make a dress for my wedding using this other fancy dress as inspiration, and then that didn't work? So I just decided to order the fancy dress and wear that one instead. That didn't work either. I know. It's totally crazy. And it was such a bad fit and looked nothing like the picture that there was no way alterations were even going to be able to save this dress, especially since they probably cost the same price as the dress. So I was not spending any more money. $850, should have gotten a dress that fit right and was made properly. If I'd turned in that dress, I would have gotten a C at best. Probably C minus. Let's be realistic. My professors were really, really strict. So now I'm moving on to plan C, and I am working on the toile. I put it all together and then I just took it apart while I was making the first version of this video, which had no audio. So it's really been a week. Today has been a day. This is what the pattern is going to be. It's this McCall's pattern. It is super easy, which makes me happy. I found a Vogue pattern that was really pretty, but it was strapless and it was advanced. And I decided, you know what? It's less than a month to the wedding. I do not need to fight with an advanced Vogue pattern, especially since I'm trying to get this dress sewn this weekend. So that's why I'm popping in to say hi. I had planned to make a different video on Sunday, and it just didn't work out. This week has been crazy busy. I've had a lot of clients, and then I've had other things to deal with when I haven't been at work that have prevented me from sewing. And, it's just been one of those weeks where, best plans doesn't happen, things out of my control. Most notably, I picked up my car from the body shop. I was in an accident about a month ago, and my car's been in the shop for 2 weeks. Thankfully, the other driver assumed liability, so I'm not out of pocket for it. But, I finally get my car back, and I'm driving home, and all the lights are going off on the console, and the check engine light, and check this light, and check that light, and flashing, and I can't go over 30 miles an hour. So I stopped at my mechanic, who thankfully was in between the body shop and my house, and come to find out I needed a new alternator. So that was fun. And at least I have my car back. At least they only had it for the day, but it's just been a lot and not stuff I could really control. I had to do some legal work for a case I'm working on, do a lot of legal research, which is just, it's not horrible, but it's certainly not fun. And I certainly would have much rather have been sewing than researching the law and writing a memo about it. So that had to be done though. So, it just took a lot longer than I thought it would. And then I'm kind of already dragging this week because I was at Vid Summit last week, which is a annual conference about YouTube. It's for YouTubers. It's not really for fans or anything. And it was just so much fun. I hung out with my friend Sandy. We met some other friends we knew. We've met a whole bunch of new people. And I basically spent an entire week talking about YouTube with everybody I met. And I met some new sewing friends. That's also awesome. They have sewing channels. And yeah, so then to have to come back and completely switch my way of thinking to be a lawyer again was a challenge. So it's been a whole bunch of stuff just happening this week. And I was going to make a video about an invisible zipper, and it was actually going to be the one that I sewed into this toile, and then I didn't do a great job doing it. And I need to work on doing better at invisible zippers before I share it with you guys. If you need to know how to sew an invisible zipper, I did make a video a couple of years ago you can go check out. And that was a good video because I could see and sew it back then, but this is a really, really long zipper. So it was a challenge. And I don't know if my zipper foot's acting up or what's going on, but one side was okay and the other side was not. So go figure. I'll figure it out. I have to figure it out because I'm going to be making the real dress, and I'm going to be using my gorgeous purple Shantung silk. This is the iridescent one. See, it's kind of like the bluey purple. It's so pretty. And so I just wanted to pop in and let you know what was going on, because there's not going to be a regular video on Sunday. There's going to be this one. And I realized that you didn't know that dress didn't work out. And that's what I'm working on now. So my plan is to finish this shortly. I have been working on this all morning. And then the plan is to cut the fabric and sew it all up and get it all done in one weekend. I feel like I'm in Project Runway. I have Tim Gunn in my ear saying, make it work, make it work. I believe in you. So if only they had like a little Tim Gunn statue and you could press a button and he would just say that to you. Wouldn't that be super helpful to have in your sewing room when you're, behind on a deadline or trying to get something to work that's not cooperating, or you've ripped the same seam for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. I know, I need to take a breather. I'm talking fast because my brain is like running fast. And honestly, the whole point of this video is to give myself a bit of a pep talk as I'm really kind of stressing out. And if you haven't noticed that based on, how I'm acting, that's what it is. It's less than a month to the wedding and I don't have a dress. And the good news is that when I did put this on and try it on, it looks really pretty. And I think it's going to look even better in the actual fashion fabric. And it fits. But for the bust start, that needs to be adjusted slightly. The dress fits. It fits like it's made for me. So this is one of those instances when I'm really glad that I can just wear a ready-to-wear pattern and not have to do a lot of alterations. So I was really hoping that would be the case with this dress. It has princess seams, which were my nemesis for years, but I have figured out how to sew them without having to do the ease in the fabric. Grandma thinks it's funny that I use this technique to do it, but it works every time. And I can't ease in fabric. Grandma can do it, of course, because she's been doing it for, an eternity. And she's really, really good at it. That's something that's never really worked for me. If you're interested in learning about princess seams, let me know. I'll make a video about it. It's a good technique and, it makes it a lot easier, which is good because this dress is all princess seams. It's got very long ones down the front and down the back. And, it's going to get the fit the way that I want. So that's really the important part. And I just wanted to tell you that if you have had life get in the way of your sewing projects recently and, you're feeling a little bit off track, it happens to the best of us. I'm here with you. I've been trying to get this done. I've been trying to work on my honeymoon outfits, which I have the patterns cut out. So, that's a step in the right direction. But there's just always so much going on. If you've been challenged with sewing lately and maybe it's been that you haven't had time, or maybe it's been that things haven't been working out the way that you wanted them to, it's okay. Just take a deep breath. Let's do it together. Let it out. Breathe in calm, breathe out stress, something like that. Yeah, feels a little bit better. It's been a lot. And if you're struggling, know that I'm here with you. It's been a challenging week and it's going to be a busy weekend, and it's almost 2:00 and I need to get back to work because I really want to get this done today, get the fit right. And then I need to cut out all the fabric and I want to get that all done today so that tomorrow I can just sew all day long and not have to worry about anything else because I really, really, really want to get this dress done tomorrow. And I will be making a whole video about the dress that didn't fit and the new plan and the fabric, in case you've forgotten, and all of that good stuff and how it all turns out. But that video is not going to come out until October 13th because I'm going to include the footage from my wedding in the video. I want to share that with you so that you can see the dress on its big day. And the only way to make that happen is to do the video now, have it ready to go, and add that footage in at the very, very end. So I'm going to get back to sewing, and I hope that you're sewing something fun too. And I've got another great video coming up for you next. You totally want to check this out, and I will see you over there.